Alright, this morning we're coming through this farmer's market. They have all their fresh fruits and vegetables. Oh, grapes.
And the other ones, they're like but they're prunes.
Oh, I want to get some of those grapes.
Huh?
I want to get some of those grapes. Fish.
That's trout.
All the meats.
From America. We're from America. Los Angeles.
Las Vegas. Very cool. Oh, here's those things my dad was talking about. Cabbage. Banana, grapes. Apples. I don't know what these are. I'm not sure. Yeah, here's a church right here. I didn't even notice he had his tongue out yesterday. Tell him about it.
Huh? Yeah, I told people before about this cabbage. We was here 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Jonathan finally found one, so people can't believe it.
Hey, hold it up so I can get a picture of you. It's like a cabbage ice cream cone. That's awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, people wouldn't believe it unless they
I've
see
never
it.
seen one like that. That's for
I
sure.
ain't either.
That's very cool. All right, so me and Dad are here at the farmer's market. We just can't believe the amount of people here at this this meat shop. There's 5 people back there, and they've been like, they can't dish it out fast enough to deal with the people that are in here. It's absolutely crazy. There's another place down there with the vegetables. Let's walk down there and show them the vegetable stand. There's another vegetable stand out here. It's just got so many people out in front of it. It's just crazy.
Just amazing.
So this is the other stand. This is a vegetable stand. It seems to be the most popular one. Right here in front of the church. Bells are ringing. This thing has been packed all day long. It's very crazy. So something else that's cool. Their kids, they all come down here and get vegetables. They all have carrots instead of candy and stuff like that. Very crazy.
Look at that little garlic. That's good.
It's crazy. Bees. All right, since we started this journey, Dad's been talking about getting lentils and noodles, and even got some sausage. So now he's getting exactly what he was wanting to eat. So I haven't had this in a very long time. Since, I guess Mom cooked it last.
Yeah, she cooks
in the
this
States.
with little
So,
slices of that sausage with it.
mm-hmm.
Hillside sausage. It's good. She makes it good.
So we're eating right across the street from where we ate at yesterday. I think we ate there yesterday because we wouldn't have been able to eat there today because it's raining. So we're eating at Heinz and Kunz and Boulevard. tried it yet, Dad?
Not yet.
Not yet. All right, we'll get you the verdict in a minute. All right, Dad. So you got to have what you were looking for. What do you think about the food?
Yeah, that was good. It was good.
It was a little bit different than what we were used to, though. We're used to it just had like a little bit of a twang to it, and when Mom makes it, it doesn't have that. It's like vinegar or something, right?
They do, yeah. They sprinkle vinegar in it a little.
So, but it was good. I haven't had it in probably years since I moved to Vegas. I know I haven't had it, so probably over 4 years I hadn't had that. So it was good to.
It was still good.
Yeah, it was still good. There wasn't much that went to waste, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see y'all at the next adventure, probably at his house.
This is the church I was telling you about.
I think he's.
So you lived right beside a church? So you had to go to church.
Yeah.
I mean, living
When
that
it
close.
snowed, but when we was here, it snowed all the time. In winter time, there was big snow here. And we used to get up here with some paper or a pen and slide down the hill there.
But I think it's closed. I don't know. I think nobody is here in the window. There's no.
So this is the actual house that you lived in
Yeah.
for well, you're only here 6 years, so.
Yeah, but not Howard. Howard don't live here.
No, I was in the army.
No. This was your daddy.
Yeah.
Maybe one person. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you know which part?
Up there.
No, it's empty.
Empty. See, it was. This is.
Locked.
Never met him.
You were 6,
I never met him.
but you don't remember him? I don't know, but your mama said to me, you drank too much, and he was a little bit like Opa, this way, and he goes out of the window because he wants to. So, and he take with you and Angela and the kids and go to Oma, and
Yeah, I never did know him. So,
but I think you can go out of the window, it's not too.
well, we was upstairs, I think,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
because there was a balcony. There was on the other side.
Let me see.
Then you opened the door, and that's where on Saturday, the man, a big grocer man, came up there, and he went out the balcony to watch the soccer thing
Let's go look around.
and stuff. See, because I think the balcony.
Now this falling air. in the past, it was an old hospital in the past.
Okay.
I think 1910 or so.
Okay.
And now there's an investor here. He will buy this and will make some small apartments for students.
Okay.
So, but now
See,
it's a lot of work to do this.
see,
Yes.
I wanna say, I can remember just a little, like over there, it was like a walk round where people would walk like so, walk.
Yeah, you come on, you go there, over there, here, behind the house.
Okay.
Yes, so.
Is that a park?
Yeah. Huh?
Okay.
But do you want to go this way
Yeah,
first?
Yes, first this way. Now it's good. It's
Yeah,
not
because you see, because I can remember a lot of the nuns and the priests was walk all the time over that
over
way.
there.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do with this house. Maybe they sell them house too and make little apartments too. I
Maybe.
think if they fix it new, I think it looks nice
Yes.
with the nice windows and
Mm-hmm.
so. But
But you look at that 60, 70, 80, 90.
Well, it's at least as old as you are.
It's, I bet this house is 80 or 100 years old.
I think so. I think so.
Because you figure, I was like 6 when we left, so that it was here then, and so it's a. See now,
But I can't see it better.
yeah, it was.
Are you sure?
Different color
Yeah,
on the
you
window.
began with them.
Because these trees look like solar panels.
Goes every Saturday to the soccer field and
Play soccer.
no, he's just looking and streaming and
See, like when that big man, he was big, and Howard, he was in the army, and in Germany, the beer and the wine and all that was cost a lot, and my daddy could get it for like say $1, and beer was like French dollar to the government,
yeah.
American base. So this guy was just very money. He would drink some beer bottle like so, and he would sit there. I think every Saturday for all day. He would sit right there, and where he didn't have to pay. There were 2 on the bottom and 2 on the top. There might be 4. So, that's everything. No, you figure that's old.
Here in Germany, this is the house that my dad was born in, but they just had like one room in the very top. So surreal being here, seeing it, listening to the stories that he's telling. He remembers walking on through here, the soccer field over here. Very, very cool. Super proud. So you went to this church
Sometime,
sometimes?
yeah.
You didn't have to walk too far.
No, we just went right here.
They walked out of that door and right into this
Yeah,
one.
and this is when it snowed right here. This is the hill we went down right here.
That's really cool.
Yeah. We'll start up there and come. Sometimes we end up down there. That's old too.
yeah, that was an old hospital. I think it's about 100 years or older. And this one, they will make new for the students. They will make little apartments, a lot of little apartments in this. But I think it takes a lot of money to
Oh yes. Well, look at the
Yeah.
moss up there on top of
Yeah.
the building.
You see, when we was talking to that lady and at the other church, and she said something.
very fast.
Yeah. You see, because
Tell us what you remember about going down this pathway right here. Tell us what you remember about this.
right down here, there used to be there's a walkway, a round walkway, and all the nuns, and the nuns and the priests in the evening time would walk down through there just for walking, like Hardy Park in Greenville.
Inside here.
Okay, yeah, this is it. This is it right here. Yep. This goes.
This is the park here on the inside. You see?
Okay, Gabi, does this park walk around?
Yeah, you can go around.
Oh, does it go? Okay, that's what I thought. Well, back then all these trees wasn't here.
Oh yeah, okay.
All that, like maybe a few of the big ones, but all this died.
This is, you say how is it when the old people live there retire?
Retirement home?
Yes, this is one. And Oma stood about 6 weeks in this retirement home.
Did
Oma, yeah, just 6 weeks and then she died.
in there?
And this, and Opa not, but Opa's
died.
father. Opa died at home.
Yeah, in a
And-
chair,
Yeah,
watching
in
TV.
a chair, genau. And Opa's father, he was one of the first this was a really new
Retirement home.
yeah, and Opa's father was the first who lived in this. I think in 1977 or so. It was,
You see the mama and the daddy. The mama got real sick, and we had to put right where they lived down the road, just from here to there. There was a nursing home, so we had to put mama in there, and then daddy. I forgot what happened to daddy, and we put both of them in the nursing home. Mama's room was here and daddy's. So when this lady, when Mama was with, they had two people in one room, and when the other lady, she was mean. She told Mama, she said, "If you ain't good, I'll kill you." Oh yeah, they had to take her. Hey, they had to take her out.
crazy, yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
and they had to take her out. The lady, they sent her, so Mama and Daddy they put them together. And then one day, so every morning I would come there when I wasn't working, and so on the boat, and hey, that's time consuming. You know, I mean, I'll be there like 8:30, go by the house and pick up the mail and pay this. Can you go to the store and get me some fruit? It's all day job, you know, and it's in a so after about 4 or 5 weeks, they said, please let us go home. I mean, their mind was still good, you know.
Okay, that.
And then afterwards, about a year or two later, Mama, she got some kind of fluid in her lung that they couldn't get out. So when they put her in the hospital, about a week maybe, if that long, she just one morning, I just got off of work with the boat, and Mick was there, and she said, y'all need to come and see me tomorrow. I'm going someplace. She said, there was a man in a white robe. He told me he needed some help. And people said, oh, Frank, she was just crazy. But I said, how do you know from a dying person? You know what I'm trying to say. And she, Mick, he was up there, and he called home, said, you need to come up here. And she just said, I'm gonna be leaving in about 30 minutes. Yeah, and Daddy said, why don't you stay here? She said, no, they need me up there. And so she said bye to everybody. She was gone.
Really?
Yeah.
That's,
And you know,
she knows it.
well, in the Howard, we had, I bought,
You was with her when she is gone?
yeah,
Yeah.
in the hospital.
Yeah, but you
All,
on her bed already?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she just, it was weird. She just said, she gave us all a hug and said, I'm gonna be leaving y'all, and all she, that was it. It just, you know, it just, and the daddy, I bought some like old tractors, what the farmers use.
Yeah.
I buy them just a little money, and we fix them up and sell them to make money. And I had like 2 tractors at my daddy's house, and it was getting ready to rain, and the decals, you know what decals are, like the auto, you peel it off and you put like
Sticker.
a sticker, like what kind of tractor it is and all that. You put it on the tractor.
Yeah, okay.
And he was fixing it, and it was getting ready to rain, so Mickey was home and all that. And the day before, me and Mickey, our company required, if you want a bonus, you had to learn CPR and some medical thing. So if you fall down, how to fix your leg, or you know, or a thing. And so me and Mick just went that day and had it and stuff. So we just so Daddy called, and he said it was like 2 o'clock, and he said, y'all come over real quick because it's gonna rain. Let's fix these tractors. So most of the time when we came over there, we would drink a glass of wine or a beer before, but the rain was coming. So we went there, and we put the decals on. It was like so much off. Man, just can it do this, do that, do it right, pull it off, put it right. And then it started raining, and Mick got up, went to the other tractor, and I was in behind Mickey, and Daddy, he just put his hand on his shoulder like that, and he just fell on me. He was dead. Yeah, and so.
So fast.
Yeah.
Go so fast.
Yeah, and he just. And so Mick, the Leslie was inside looking up parts stuff, and he had what you call it, a pacemaker for his heart.
Yeah.
The hit
I
it.
know
And,
it.
Okay, and he had that. Even when you die, this pacemaker still
Goes.
Yep. So we had to wait.
Battery in it.
Yeah, one for higher and one if it's too low. And so the Mick, so we had to wait like 3 or 4 hours for the lady. She was in another town. The machine to turn that off. You see, because it would just keep shocking. And this policeman, he stayed there like 3 hours outside, and she came. She finally came, that thing. And it's amazing. She just put like a machine this far from his heart, and this machine, it read, he said, your daddy got up like 5 o'clock this morning, and his oxygen was like 90. I think you got to have like 85 or 90 to live. And he said at 10 o'clock, it was down to like 60. And then when he died, it was like, I guess it wasn't enough oxygen in there, it was like 30. And then you got to have oxygen to keep, I guess, your heart and all that. And he just died that away. So and then both of them was cremated. And then before he died, he just asked, he said, take me my ashes back to Kentucky, and where I was born. And so what we done, that's what he asked me, and I said, okay. So we kept it, the company that I worked for, he wanted the ashes put in a creek that he used to farm close to something. And I said, so I asked the company if we could use one of the boats with the priest and stuff, and they were good. They said, yeah, they painted the boat real nice and all that. And so I said, well, and we kept it at my house for like, the first year we couldn't do it because we had Kentucky they had like an ice storm and snow, and where they worked the hills like that. And the company said no because it was too bad, and they were scared somebody might get hurt coming down there. So we had to wait until next year. Yeah.
And you got your daddy in your garage over there?
Daddy and mama. Yeah. So hey.
It's not allowed here. If you die, you have to go. You go to the crematorium or not normal. How you say it?
Funeral.
Yeah.
Burial.
But about 2 weeks old, and then not at home. Not at home. Not at.
No. The ashes.
Yeah. No ashes at home. No. You have to go to a crematorium. There is a. I don't know how you say it in English. The person they make all for you. They make.
Make pot.
There you can put him and to wait for another date also, but not at home. That's not allowed here.
See, now we kept it at home. Now Roswitha's husband, Chester, he worked for a company. They made him like a urn out of salt, real pretty. And I don't know what she done with it. I never asked her what she done with it. But so Mama and Daddy, you see, we was gonna send Mama's ashes over to here.
Yeah, but
but you know, I want to say it was gonna cost like $15,000 to $20,000.
yeah, I know.
It's
no,
stuff, and because they said you can't take it to the airport to fly to for you. You got to have what you call dang it, were they
It's a big process in
it's
shorter
a
terms.
It's a company.
The
We
funeral
have
pump,
two of these companies in Schwäbisch Gmünd, they all make all this. They make the if you go to a put you to a crematorium, make the church, make the flowers for if you they make all for this. You pay for this.
Oh
you know?
yeah, oh yeah.
But it's not allowed to do this for you alone or.
You see, when Mama and Daddy was done, the funeral home that done it, they came and got Mama and Dad done it. In ein day, 2 days, they called. They said pick her up. It was pick and you know
Sometimes I see it in the TV that somebody has this urn above his TV.
Right.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe this.
Some people keep them forever. They just keep them up there.
See, so we
Yeah.
picked her up, and nobody in Greenville except me and Mickey, and so I said okay. So I put it in the den in a corner. But like you said, it makes you think a little bit. Hey, when you walk in, here, Mama, Manchester, Kinder, you said yeah, you know, especially Ann, you know how she was. And so then when Daddy, and when he died, we couldn't. The weather was so bad in Kentucky, and the company wouldn't let us. So we kept it for a good year, you know, both of them together. And so the Mama, she said. So I said, well, since we're doing Daddy's in Kentucky, we'll just do Mama's too together, you know, and stuff like that. So instead of just, because like we was talking, and we said, well, even if she wanted to be sent over here, the funeral home's got to pick it up, got a special,
Transport.
and take it. You can't take it to the airport to fly it over to here. They got to have a funeral home here to come to the airport to pick it up, take it to, and then they could call you, and they would. I was wanting to say it was going to cost like $15,000 or $20,000 just to do that, and I said, I mean, I had the money, but after I thought, I said, you know, it ain't no use to it because. I'd rather just bury it with Daddy together, you know, and that's what.
Yeah,
and that's just the way we done it, you know, and we done it on the Mississippi River with the boat. And they blew the horn, and the chaplain, that good friend of mine, he done all of it, and so, and he said, Frank, it's just better that way instead of trying to ship it to another country because it'd be a big mess, you know. And then I
you
said,
want to go to the park in the inside, but
No.
we have to go around. I think the entrance is there.
On the other side.
No,
So did you play soccer or no? You
No,
just
I was little. I was
you
too
just
little.
watched.
No, I was just.
But this was a soccer field, you remember, or the one across
No,
there?
This one. This
that's
one
a
is the
soccer
old
field.
one.
Oh, this is the old
kids
one.
are playing on there, and this is for the
The bigger
one.
yeah. No,
Okay.
They have grass and they have how is it?
turf.
Plastic.
AstroTurf
so
is what they call it. It doesn't grow.
No, it's not natural. It's
Yeah,
the rabbits,
fake.
Yeah.
Fake.
They
Yes.
have two of them.
Okay.
Yeah, this one was always here. That one there.
No,
is
she
like-
said this is the old one.
Yeah,
This
but
is a
this-
new one.
Yeah.
But that one there.
I don't know. You have to ask Martin. He knows this all about this
It's
soccer team. I don't
60,
know.
70, 80, 90.
But just in case, this is
This-
one of the
that one
soccer
there,
fields
I know
right
it's
here.
Over 60 years old.
it's crazy that it still remains a soccer field. Like, 'cause most of the time, like they build like buildings or something like that on it.
The soccer field wouldn't be right here. They built houses and stuff because of where they can make money. This nice.
Nice.
Oh, the chair. You one chair here, closed the chair, and it lets down to a bed and stuff. Oh, it's just.
You're the business class, or you flow in the first class, or the normal?
Well, it's first class in business. The chair you can push, and it lets down into a bed where you can sleep, and then it floats it back up. Yeah, it was real nice.
And this is new. You can sleep in this. It looks like a wine. You see? You can sleep in this.
Oh, it's a little.
Inside the room.
Oh, it's a little like a little cottage.
Apartment.
Look like this.
Huh.
You can, if you want, you can make a reservation. You can go inside.
Huh.
Maybe we'll stay there next time.
That's new. That's new for the ferry we had. But if you want, sometimes.
Huh.
That's cool.
It
You
is.
just
Cool.
kind of stay in your backyard, your old backyard next time.
Huh.
It's a little hotel just for fun, you know.
Right.
Huh.
So did this fence not used to be here? The fence?
I don't think so.
This is part on the inside.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can go
See,
around.
because I remember now
Just-
them trees, they were little trees and stuff, but like this time in the afternoon, that's when like the nuns and the priests and other people used
They
to.
go around here.
It just went around and around.
In the front.
But you just walked through from your house like down the hill right there because the fence, it wasn't fenced in at that time probably.
We couldn't. Mama didn't want us walk down here because we was flying, and you would have to come with somebody because you couldn't just come down here by yourself. 'Cause you was only 6 years old.
So the old people, they live in this house. They go around here,
Yeah,
sometimes with wheelchairs. So with Oma, I go with Oma around inside with a wheelchair. You can sit in the sun.
Oh yeah, when it's nice
Yeah.
and stuff.
What do you remember about anything down here in this area?
When we lived in that house there, every day, like in the afternoons, we was out in the yard playing. Every day, the mama wouldn't let us come here because all these trees wasn't here. In the river, if it rained a little bit, it was real swift, and we always wanted to go play on the water. Well, I mean, if you're little and you go to the river and the water's going, you fall in, you're gone. And then, because I know.
So he was saying that this is where the priests and nuns and everything, they came out here and kind of exercise by walking around and stuff.
Everybody. I don't think it was. There wasn't as many trees then. You see, because I don't think these trees were here. This was.
But I think they're really big, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean the ones over there are a lot bigger. These I don't know.
Might just when I was so little, and they might have been there, little trees, but I just didn't recognize them.
He died, no. I'll say it to you. My daddy made how is he?
Suicide.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. In a hospital, he was in a hospital.
Yeah.
And
Well, see, that's the way.
So I'm not trying to interrupt you, but I was trying to get the information about Oma and Opa. What were their real names?
Oma's real name was Emma. Emma, like my mama, Emma.
And last name?
Tobias.
Tobias. Okay.
Tobias.
Tobias. Okay.
That was the last. Here in Germany is Tobias a first name, like Gabi, like Martin. But I don't. They have Tobias. It's a family name.
Yes.
And Opa's first name is Wenzel. Was Wenzel. And the family name Tobias.
Okay. And you said Opa died first at the age of 83?
83, I think, yeah.
May or June. And what year was that? How long ago was that?
Now if you have
At least once a year.
26 years.
26
Yeah,
years.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
and then Oma
Almost.
died 94.
Yeah.
And 10 years later, so 16 years ago, which
Yep.
would be 2003-ish.
How long
Almost
Almost been
2000.
dead?
Oma bảo bác mình khi Oma tôi thâu gặp chứ. Oma chưa tới. You want to go to the cemetery
And stuff. Well, we can. It don't
if
matter.
you want? It's not far from here.
Oh,
If you want,
yeah, that's fine. That's
we have time. The weather is a little bit better.
okay. Well, yeah, that's fine.
So here you see the small hill.
Yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
are
The-
sitting on.
There and there. Oh, yeah. That's, I told people that there was a church behind where we lived. And they said, oh, no. I said,
It was literally attached to your house.
yeah.
So you were born in a hospital and then came here, or did you do a natural birth here?
Where you born? I don't know. Are you born in a hospital? Do you
Oh,
know
no.
your do you have a paper?
Birth certificate?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got birth certificate, but I don't.
What?
I would have to. Angela might know. See, the Angela, she said she wasn't born here.
Yeah. I think it's in the hospital. I am born in a hospital. The name is Margaretenheim. Maybe I don't know. It's an old hospital. Maybe
I
it
don't
was the
know. I would
same.
have, because I told Angela that we was coming here, where we was born here. The Angela said she wasn't born here. She was born at some kind of housing.
It's a hospital. It was a hospital for
maybe a hospital.
for women and for
Newborns.
Yes, and for
That might.
not for just for women's for
Just for pregnancy? Just
pregnancy
to
and women
deliver.
who have some.
But because Angela said she was born and lived someplace else before we came here. I don't know either.
I don't know.
See,
I
I told her I thought it was always here.
I don't
Is she older than you?
Yeah.
Oh, how many years older?
Two.
Oh, 2 years older. But this was so you lived up here. Your 6 years that you lived here before you went to the army base. You lived up here.
Yeah.
You
Surreal.
lived here with your daddy, not with Howard, with your daddy.
Well, see, I never met my daddy. I don't know my
You
daddy.
don't remember your daddy.
Yeah. Well, he's dead.
Now he's dead. Yeah, yeah. But
I never knew him.
Did you know of him or you didn't?
just
She wasn't born there
no,
either.
no.
I'm talking about. Well, she was born after, like, so I didn't know if she had.
You see, I never did know him. The only one I ever knew was Howard.
Angela knows him, huh?
I don't know.
But
I
you're
would
in
have-
school. You just, I think you.
Well,
Just
I
forget.
didn't go to
Know
school here. Well, yeah, I'm great. I'm
1
great.
year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And what is the school still here?
When we go to our house, I show the school. If
Okay,
you want to know,
okay.
we go to the cemetery and we go back this way to the school and then.
Yeah, the school and Oma and them lived in apartments there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
They open up the window in
and
the
then you see
morning.
the school.
They better get to school. Hey,
Yeah, get
you
in
ever
there.
remember this? That Oma
Never,
did?
never to me. Maybe to you, but
Yeah.
never to me.
What
I
is
was always a nice girl.
Oh, no.
what is so what is this saying that he keeps saying? Manchester Joseph or whatever. What?
Menschenskinder?
Menschenskinder in
What's
Joseph.
that? In
Or the
English?
Oma said that.
Oma said
Menschenskinder
Yeah,
in
but
Joseph.
we don't say this Menschenskinder. That's Oma's
Yeah, oh,
Just
yeah.
a s-
Because
special.
Oh,
yeah,
special
well,
saying that
always
she
got
did.
Her hand and went like that, so it must be I was gonna whoop your.
Yeah, but,
Okay, it was just a saying.
it's not bad, you know.
No, it ain't
Uh-huh.
bad.
No, it's not bad.
No, it wasn't bad. It just.
What does those words mean anything? What is?
Because she always went like this. She said, Menschenskinder in Joseph, and she went like that, like she was gonna whoop you.
I have to think what this means.
All right, we'll see.
Every day you can do this,
Yeah, the leaves and stuff.
but now
This time of the year, it's bad anyway.
So this is Oman. Okay, Wenzel and
so,
Emma.
Yeah, that's Oma and Opa. You see?
Okay.
And
Wenzel
that's-
from 1910 to 1993. So he was 83. And Emma, which was Oma, was 1911 to 2005. So 2 years after I graduated is when she passed at the age of 94. Yeah, 94. Wow. And
That's my mama and my daddy.
okay.
So,
So your mama was an Emma as well. Is Emma a very
Emma.
popular German name, or
No. On this time,
In
she
this
got
time?
this name. She don't like the name. She
Oh.
got the name from Oma, you know.
Oh, okay, okay.
But now in Germany, that's a real popular name.
It is.
The small girls, I can believe this. But now it's a popular name. Yes.
Okay.
And the big, here you see family Tobias.
Okay.
Just this, and you go on the back side. You see, that's Opa's, Wenzel's father, and then his father and his mother.
Wow.
Just no name, just father and mother.
so they got theirs here?
That's the first. They was the first.
Oh, okay, okay.
The mother of Opa was the first on 1964,
Okay, okay.
and then he died. He was in the where we live in the park in this you say retirement house.
Retirement
Yes,
home?
He was the first in this.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
yeah, okay. Okay, yeah.
So 1891 to 1964. How many years is that?
That'd be 9, and 64 and 9 is 73 about. So 9 years be 19, and 64 and 9.
He
And
was
then-
not too old. Mother.
And then 1890 to
10,
1997. So he was yeah, that would be 87.
Yeah.
Wow, she was a lot younger than. So why is there no name?
I don't know. The father made this like.
Do you
this.
know
I
the
don't
name?
know it, no, I don't. I know. I saw him sometimes, but I don't know him really good because I was about,
Oh, yeah.
15.
Okay.
So I met him 2 or 3 times a year on the birthday, on
Right. Christmas,
Christmas. So
holidays. But you never called them by their real name?
no, just grandpa or grandma.
Oma, Opa, or something? Okay.
So it was the first, and then when Opa and Oma died, the father and the mother, there was a normal
Okay.
cash, yeah. And Opa and Oma and my mom and my daddy, they are urns.
Oh, okay.
Remakes, yeah. Like the hired in the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
I bought me and Leslie one.
Okay.
So what it is, it's like you give them the money, but it's under like an insurance company. The money,
Ah, yeah, okay.
you don't make money, but the insurance company. So when you die, you don't have to pay nothing.
Yeah, it's okay, it's finished. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Almost the second floor.
Right here?
Right here.
Yeah.
So this was where Oma and Opa lived initially? Before, when they were building... Didn't he build a house or something?
No, the house built my mom and my dad, and Oma and Opa go with them. But it's not Opa and Oma's house. Because they have an apartment in it.
Oh, okay.
So thy mama and daddy built.
They built the
and
house.
then the floor.
They Oma and Opa come with us. You get a little apartment. It's
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So in that very spot right there. And this is your school. So you walked down this street. That's where Opa was yelling at you out the window
Yeah,
up
they
there?
open the window.
after school you go here and your meal, or
Sometime, yeah.
sometime.
So my dad said he'd be... So where were you walking to school from?
from here, Oma and Opa, and then from this.
A businessman.
That's it. Yes, ma'am. So, but when you were talking about Opa, like when he was yelling at you out the window, where would you be walking from though? When
Well, I guess from there with
I
somebody.
guess from this
Yeah.
house, yeah.
From that house there. Because we was in the first grade, and Angela and me and Angela had done that. And he would keep we might was there. I don't remember if we stayed. Angela would know if we stayed with Oma and me.
When Angela visits Germany, she stays with Oma there.
Yeah.
And she comes, I don't know, 60, how old was Angela?
Yeah.
68 or 6, in 68 or 67 Angela was.
Yeah, she came back.
Yeah.
But I remember.
so this was his school though.
They would open.
Not this part down here.
This behind them, you see the name? Stauffer School. So we can go
That was
around,
him.
we can go in the inside.
Okay.
So, but they made all of the school they made new windows and
Renovated
rooms
it.
and you see, they make the house.
Oh.
They always work on the house.
Okay.
All the children have the same school, yeah. And that's the old part, you know. This one is new part, and this is a new kindergarten since last year.
But this right here is the
Old part, yeah.
so that he would
This
actually.
was in this school, yeah, yeah,
You were in this school?
yeah. But I think it
Was it just one level then, or did they build it up taller, or was it always
this
three?
Always three.
Always three?
And then this is for to make exercises, sport. And
Okay, yes. Well, now we got to see your school.
But I think
when
you can't go inside because nobody here. So if there will be anybody here, so they sit on.
Yeah, I don't think they would be shooting fireworks at the school if there was somebody here.
Yeah, it looks like the same. But they make new windows and new
Yes.
things and
see how old that is.
Wow.
so. Papa didn't put something in it.
Oh yeah.
So, and this old, the old things.
When it still works.
Huh?
So,
Something.
That is
all our
something.
garden things are in this.
So this is the vise you were talking about, the wooden vise?
Yep.
Wow, and it still works. Like, look at that hammer.
That's what she uses on Martin.
Yeah, from out sometimes you got it. You got this if you do here new stones in it, so they don't break. You know, it's for this. But a lot of from Opa things I don't need. This all Opa things. You know, Opa is it's all.
That's
but
fair.
I don't need this. You see.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So,
Well,
but sometimes.
you see, in America, Opa gave me one of these a long time ago, but in America they don't use these. They use.
Yeah, they roll it.
Yeah.
So if you
awesome.
if you want to help it, you can put some. Oh, I don't know if something is in here. That's Opa's too, you know, those like this.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I
if you-
remember.
If you have wood, you put it in here,
Yeah.
but not with this like this.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Then you shave it.
and then you can do this.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
So we don't use this, you know.
Right.
No, they just Yeah.
dinner at this cool place.
Yeah. They brew their own beer here.
Brew their own beer here. Nifty.
Oh, look how shiny that is. But you recommended it?
Yes, he did.
I don't recommend nobody no more. In my work, where I work, I recommended only in 44 years, 3 people. And the last person, he lived in Ohio, who came to our boat, and his mama gave him up like when he was 3 years old. His grandma and grandpa raised him. And I told him every time I stopped the engines or something, even if he was asleep, he would get up. He wanted to learn. And his grandma and grandpa told him, he said, you know, Frank and Captain Dave took you under their wing to try to be. And today, he's about one of the company, they just love him. Because anytime they call, he'll go there and this and that. And he just, and I don't, like when the daddy and was alive and me, we wouldn't let nobody use our name for reference. Because one boy, he was good. He worked with me. He went to another company and he put daddy's name down and my name down and somebody else. So, but then after the man with the other company knew my daddy and knew me, and he knew we wouldn't let nobody use our name for reference. So he called me. He said, "Hey, so and so's trying to get a job with us, and he put you down and your daddy." And I said, "Who is it?" And he told me. He said, "Yeah, it's okay." And the only 3 people I ever recommended, they all was good. Because I told them, I said, if you ever let me down, I disown you. You know, I mean, because my name, people know me all over towboating. And I told him, I said, if you let me down, I won't ever be your friend. And you know, that's just the way it was, you know, and even my daddy and stuff.
Try this real quick.
What is it?
I know you're having, no, not that, this.
Oh, I know.
I know you're having story time. I want to see you drinking espresso for the first time.
Sir. Why do y'all drink this for? I mean, what's it for?
Pick you up.
It's
To pick you up.
good, and it helps to
Put
Your
your
full stomach.
nice for down.
Hey,
It's like a schnapsle,
Hey.
but no alcohol.
yeah,
He
but
said, yes, sir.
everything you drink, you
It's
say
good for the stomach.
It's good for the stomach.
That's why they drink all of it.
No, that's what every time.
That's the reason why we're staying so good, Gills. Helps, yeah.